And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sideline. And a chance here to check out some stats for Brook Lopez.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. They've got Christian Braun. Holmgren is out there with Wagner. Then it's Fears. And it's Hayes in at the 5 down low. And for the Knicks, we've got Jaden McDaniels. Alex Caruso out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Here we go. Well, we've seen some teams, Greg, stumble out of the gate to begin this season, still trying to find their footing, getting some traction.
And when you're not meeting expectations, the pressure ramps up. But as a team, you can't let it get to you, especially with time to turn things around.
Looking at the Knicks, they took the win in their last game against the Celtics in Boston.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Now, here's Holmgren. Holmgren sets the screen for Fears. On the clock, there's Wagner with the 3. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Brown against DiVincenzo. Screen by Hartenstein. Pass to McDaniels. Holmgren with the steal. Wagner against Caruso. Wagner passes to Hayes. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Just 5 to shoot. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And that one's good. Wagner
Hunting for that shot. Wagner wants to eat.
Now the Knicks with it. It's a 3-point game. Last time they came together was in Charlotte, where they fell to the Hornets.
Yeah, and what a gut wrencher it was for them last time they met. Ended up on the losing side in that one.
Typically, there's one statistic that jumps out at you when you're looking at what decided the game. And in that one, it was all about the rebounding battle.
Brown with it, defended by DiVincenzo. Fears with the screen for Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Wagner able to bounce to the rack and throw it down, and he'll do so just about any time he has the opportunity.
DiVincenzo kicks to McDaniels. Back to DiVincenzo. Elbow shot is on the way, and he hits the jump shot.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Now, here's Wagner. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points.
And the wing jumper offline.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
So, Clark, thinking back to the playoffs last year, coming to this building in New York, those crowds were loud. Wow.
They were, boy, Kevin, they were loud. They were engaged. The Mecca felt like it did back in the 90s. I mean, it's always fun. And this place in Manhattan is rocking. There's no place quite like it.
And the first one at the line is good.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so Wagner will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Here's Brown. The Knicks making the shot. Here's Fears. And again, the Hornets missing. The Knicks with the lead. Over to the wing. Caruso, the pass to DiVincenzo. It's the three-point bomb. DiVincenzo's got 5 points so far.
Just cannot allow DiVincenzo to shoot it from there.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Brown. Here's Fears. Hasn't made one yet. To the paint. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Now here's Green. He had 19 points in the win against Boston. McDaniels, a screen on Wagner. The 10-footer. And it's Green missing. For Charlotte, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. To the inside. Caruso with the steal. He can't hit that time. Good D by Holmgren. The Hornets trail. Tries the spin move. Puts up a 3. Here's Hayes. Nice defense from McDaniel.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. What hustle on the offensive glass, finding ways to capitalize, paying off that hard work.
And here are the Hornets now. The Knicks making the shot. Holmgren looking around. 6 to shoot. Here's Fears. No good with the triple. New York with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Pass to Caruso. Down low. It's deflected. And stolen by Fears. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, guys. Franz Wagner was asked to describe his game, and he said, I don't know if there's someone who I would say I play really close to. I'm like a tall guard. I try to do a lot of different stuff out there, and I hope when you see me play, you see that I'm having fun and I'm playing for the right reasons. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, thanks. And so here is New York following the 3 by Charlotte. It's stolen by Green. Here's McDaniels. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity. Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. George comes in for Hayes. And Simmons subbed in for Fears. Free throw no good for Brown.
Look, every season Christian Brown continues to show improvement. And that is a testament to his work ethic. He's got great passion and work ethic. That combination allows you to improve.
Now here's Green. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Here's Simmons. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. There's Wagner with the 3. Second shot opportunity, and Holmgren lays it in. Holmgren's got his second bucket of the night.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Now some of the best in the NBA right here. The top scorers, efficiency-wise. Isaiah Hartenstein, number 1.
He is a finisher, plain and simple. That field goal percentage just absolutely jumps out at you. It borders on astonishing.
DiVincenzo kicks to Green. Now Hartenstein. A 24-point outing in their last game against Boston.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Now here is George. Great D that time from Green.
No matter how good you are, it's tough with the defender draped all over you.
Some nice passing by New York here. A nice shot by McDaniel.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jaden McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
Simmons passes to George. Good on the triple. And the Hornets lead by 4.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
New York's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to Caruso. Back to DiVincenzo. Now here's Caruso. Guarded by Simmons. 4 on the clock. Fires from deep. Wolf grabs the miss.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Caruso against Simmons. George with no one around. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And now a 7-point Charlotte lead. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Knicks. McDaniels outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo with the screen on George. And here's Green outside. And Simmons with the rebound.
I think adrenaline was a factor there. He wanted to hit that answer 3 so badly.
It's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside, Green. Inside. McDaniels kicks to Caruso. Green with a screen for Caruso. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
First and fewest turnovers, and they're also first in opponent field goal percentage. Their size and athleticism, that toughness and effort, it's all elite.
And that #1 ranking in rebounding is no fluke. They've got the muscle and, Greg, the persistence to control the glass in every game they play. Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Klay Thompson comes in for Draymond Green. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Alex Caruso. To the middle. Simmons on the wing. Defended by DiVincenzo. Just 5 on the clock. George in the post. He's covered by Thompson. George with the bucket.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Simmons following the score by New York. George in the post. It's up against Thompson. It's rebounded by New York.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Pass to Coward. Here's Diawara. He has yet to score. 14 feet away, and there's another one for the Hornets.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Now here's Thompson. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Pass to Hartenstein. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. Hartenstein's got 6.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hornets.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter, they've got Paul George, Chet Holmgren out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Coward in at the 2-guard.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Such a silky, smooth stroke from deep. Thompson, excellent accuracy.
Clark, one thing about Mitchell Robinson, he has got great rim protection, rebounding, and a nice sense on the floor of what to do.
Yeah, he's a big guy that really wreaks havoc on the glass. I mean, his size, jumping ability, and timing, along with his nose for the ball, forget about trying to keep him off the glass. He's getting offensive rebounds, and he's an excellent finisher, rolling out of picks for the lob.
Now, here is Robinson. Thompson inside the line. The Hornets pull it in. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Simmons. Here's Coward. Launches a 3, and it's Lowry with the rebound. Thompson against George. And Thompson kicks to Lowry. Lopez, a screen on Simmons. Lowry finds Lopez. Lets it go from the wing. Smart misses. Charlotte leading by 6. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Because of his incredible scoring ability, many consider George to still be a star.
Over to the left wing. And here is Lopez. Still scoreless. Robinson dishes to Lopez. Swiped it away. Pass to Coward. There's the 3. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. The Knicks have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Now Lowry. Here's Lopez. Outside for Lowry. Robinson sets a screen for Smart. Thompson from long range. And it's Coward with the rebound. Charlotte's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Pass to George. Softly drops in the floater. And now a 10-point Hornets lead.
How about George going to the floater? Showing he's got some tricks up his sleeve. Way to go, PG.
A different look for New York. Green is checked in for Lopez. Alex Caruso comes in for Thompson. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Kyle Lowry. Franz Wagner's checked in for Charlotte. Now here's DiVincenzo. 12 points his last outing. Here's Smart. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Simmons looking around. Outside, George. Off target from outside.
After knocking down 2 threes in the first quarter, he's been a non-factor from deep.
Green kicks to DiVincenzo. Smart with his screen on Simmons. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. DiVincenzo's got 8 points.
And the 3-point shot of DiVincenzo is dangerous. Defense cannot allow him to get airspace from the field.
It's George on the wing, guarded by Smart. From the baseline. And the shot falls short this time. Knicks trail by 7. Pass to Caruso. Now here's Smart. DiVincenzo with it. 8 points for him. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Back to George for the three. And it's George again missing. George against Smart. Outside, Green. Off target from three-point range. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Wagner knows how to handle his business inside, mainly due to how much confidence he brings to the court.
Now here's Caruso. Still without a basket. Robinson with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. Good on the shot, and with that, the Charlotte lead has got back down to a 7-point margin, getting the points there from Smart. Now Simmons. It's George on the wing, guarded by Smart. George with the bucket. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, two of the best to ever do it.
Now, here's Wagner. He's got 7. Outside, George. Back to Simmons. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Smart. Knicks trail by 9. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Back to Smart. DiVincenzo against George. From deep, Green. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to George. Shoots over Caruso. George, no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
A different look for New York. McDaniels comes in for Mitchell Robinson, and it's Hartenstein in for Marcus Smart. Here's Wagner. He's got 7. It's George on the wing, headed by Green. A nice shot by George.
Boy, clearly embracing the game with his whole heart there. Love showing up for the team and just playing the game.
Over in the corner, Caruso. Hartenstein with a bounce pass. Pass to DiVincenzo. New York, no good that time either.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Now, Wagner. Outside, George. Shot clock at 6. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Hayes has got the lead up to 13 now for the Hornets.
Boy, his activity on the glass so valuable to this team.
Pass to DiVincenzo. McDaniels sets a screen for DiVincenzo. Shot by McDaniels, no good. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 14-5 run. And finished off by Wagner.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And here are the Knicks now. After the basket by Charlotte. Here's McDaniels. Buries it from three-point range. McDaniels got his 3rd basket of the night.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Yeah, trying to get it all back in a hurry. And you're right on that. But these threes they're taking have not helped They're trying to catch fire, and they've yet to find the match.
Knicks trail by 12. Caruso, the pass to Hartenstein. Taken away by Hayes. Brown with it. He has 5. Wagner looking it over. Pass to Hayes. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Jaden McDaniel.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
That free throw good from Hayes. And he can't hit the second. Knicks trail by 13. Inside. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Fears. Charlotte moving it around. It's rebounded by New York. Hartenstein's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's got 8. Here's Green. Back to DiVincenzo. Here's McDaniels. And at last they get one to fall.
He has certainly shot the ball well here, trying to lift his team up.
Wagner kicks to Hayes. Pass to Fears. Here's Brown. Charlotte no good that time either. 56 seconds left in the first half of the game. Hartenstein with the screen on Wagner. Hartenstein with a bounce pass. 5 on the clock. A 3 for DiVincenzo. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. A floater. DiVincenzo with the rebound. DiVincenzo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Caruso. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the half. It's stolen by Brown. Green against George. Great D that time from Green. And here is Caruso. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Hornets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Studio. Off the top, let's take a gander at the players of the month. In the East, Kevin Durant.
We've seen this kind of stretch so many times for Durant. His all-around game has been too much for any one defender to handle. And when KD starts feeling it, that feeling tends to last a long time.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Hornets.
Their second unit's been outstanding. Even with the starters on the bench, this team didn't miss a beat.
Yeah, tonight everybody was ready to go. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the Knicks. They trail by 11. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for their next game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Alex Caruso out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's McDaniels. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Hartenstein in at the power forward. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's Brown. Following the score by New York. Hayes up top. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Wagner. It's stolen by Green. And Green slams it in.
And the decision-making Green has really sets him apart from most forwards. Skilled at making the right read in open floor situations.
Now, here's Holmgren. Wagner passes to Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
You know, he's got to take care of the ball much better than he has been. By himself, he's accounted for 4 turnovers. That's way too many.
Hornets leading by 9. Now, Wagner, he's got 9. To the right side. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. And they'll get another chance. Out to the wing. Pass to Brown. Clock at 6. Puts up a deep 3. The Knicks pull it in.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And 74%, you know, so-so. He probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
I think it's been a struggle for him at the line. He's been scuffling this season. I mean, he's pretty well below the percentage that he shot a season ago, and not quite sure why.
On the free throw, no good.
Known as a versatile and tremendous defender, McDaniels also continues to make real good progress as a scorer.
Here's Caruso. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
The Hornets have gone 1 of 3 at the line here.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And that one falls for Fears.
A natural lead guard. Jeremiah Fears wants to set others up first. That's a rare trait in the rookie, and there aren't a lot of guys like him.
That one misses. And he nails the third. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Caruso. McDaniels outside. Now DiVincenzo. Here's Caruso. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Fears. And he uses the glass on the layup. Fears has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Finding some space inside. Fears works hard for that one.
DiVincenzo passes to McDaniels. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. Shooting 78%.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now here's Holmgren. He has 6. Pass to Hayes. In the corner, it's Brown. Caruso with the ball. Now DiVincenzo. Green with a screen on Brown. Now here's DiVincenzo. 8 points for him. Shot by McDaniels, no good. Charlotte leading by 7. Well, when you watch Franz Wagner, Clark, what impresses you about the young forward?
His versatility and his motor are probably the 2 things that stand out. He does a lot of good things at both ends of the floor. And then you factor in, he takes great pride in playing the game, particularly when playing for his country and representing Germany. In 2023, when Germany played at the World Championship, he and his brother Mo were part of the winning team.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game.
And that is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feed.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Give it up right now for the Knicks breaker dance crew.
It's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
You look at Brown. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
Things are on point for McDaniels offensively, and his team doing a good job supporting his work.
Holmgren outside. It's stolen by Green, and now it's Green running. He can go all the way, and Green slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Solid 6'10", GA. Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size.
First one falls for him.
When you look at Franz Wagner, I mean, he's got height and skill, and he really knows how to play. He's got a great understanding and feel for the game. He's just one of those versatile, high-level performers that you love to watch play.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Outside, Green. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Marcus Smart's checked in for the Knicks. Now, here's Wagner. He's got 11. Pass to Brown. He's with it. Picked up by Hartenstein. Holmgren with a screen on McDaniel. Wagner wide open. It's good from long range. Wagner's got 5 points now in the quarter.
At 6'10", you love the versatility that Franz Wagner provides. I mean, this guy's very effective in the two-man game.
Now, here's McDaniel. 17 points in the game. To the inside, here's Fear. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Friday, they'll face off against Jamal Murray and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Sunday, they'll be playing against Alperen Şengün and the Denver Nuggets.
And you know for that matchup with New York, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
George is checked in for the Hornets. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Knicks trail by 8. McDaniels outside. Back to Caruso. Caruso sets the screen for Green. It's tipped. Stolen by Brown. Pass to Fear. To shoot. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by New York. McDaniel's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Down low. Here's Smart. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Wagner finds George. And he's good on the 3-ball. George has got 21 in the game.
Seems effortless for George, that quick release of his.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And the Hornets making a change here. With this break in the action, here's a look at the teams that have blocked the most shots in the NBA this last month. In third, the Hornets.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
So it's the Knicks now. 11-point game. Green kicks to Caruso. For 3. Paul George grabs the miss.
And another miss. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Pass to Wagner. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Now we get a chance to check out Chet Holmgren.
This last month, he's been positively spectacular, putting up about 24 points per, 7 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks. And you can't help but be impressed by his numbers.
You know, guys, I think he's the engine of this offense. He makes them go. Without his scoring, I think they'd be a totally different team.
And New York making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Simmons passes to George. Oh, the lob for Simmons. It's stolen by Hartenstein. And here is Caruso. On the wing, Green. He's defended by Wagner. Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Green. It's tipped. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Thompson outside. Pass to Hartenstein. New York moving the ball around. And here's Thompson. Three-pointer, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the Knicks. Now here's Thompson. Launches it. Wolf grabs the miss. To the paint. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Smart. Green with a screen for Smart. Off target with his three. Here's Charlotte now. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Coward. From outside, off the mark. Knicks trail by 9. Thompson finds Smart. Here's Caruso. And here's Thompson. Fires for 3. And it's Coward with the rebound. Outside, Simmons. Pass to George. Here's Wolf. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And it's an 11-point Hornets lead.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Caruso, a screen on George. Thompson for the triple. Wolf grabs the miss. Wolf got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Coward. It's rebounded by New York. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. Smart deciding where to go with it. Hartenstein with the screen on George. Smart misses. Hornets leading by 11. Outside, Simmons. 23 seconds left here in the third quarter.
I think this is what Simmons loves to do more than anything. When he's looking to score, he wants to get all the way to the rack.
They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
And it's sent back by George. And it's out of bounds for the Knicks as New York retains possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
Five seconds left in the third quarter of the game. DiVincenzo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Ben Simmons. The Knicks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. He's off on the 1st. And the Hornets making a change here. And he's good on the 2nd. So it's the Charlotte Hornets enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be right back after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the 4th. Got Ben Simmons. Holmgren is out there with Paul George. And it's Coward in at the shooting guard position.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Thompson. That three off the mark.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Lopez, a screen on Simmons. Robinson finds Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Just so steady around the basket. Brook Lopez, really one of the more consistent scorers in the game.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Simmons. Offensive rebound. Holmgren gets the bucket. Holmgren's got 4 points now in the quarter.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Now here's Smart. T right on him. Pass to Thompson. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. Robinson sets a screen for DiVincenzo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Holmgren.
And that is why Holmgren went second in the draft. He can dominate the paint.
Simmons inside. Defended by DiVincenzo.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Pass to Smart. The tray. Paul George grabs the miss. George has got 5 rebounds tonight, and he drives in, and that one's good. Coward. And the Hornets lead by 20.
And George is not just a scorer now. He also passes the ball well, looking to keep his guys involved.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now, here's Thompson. Lopez left side. Pass to Robinson. They need this one. It's hauled in by George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions. Only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
McDaniels, he's checked in for the Knicks. The Hornets also with a sub. Franz Wagner's checked in for Simmons. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. DiVincenzo kicks to Smart. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's McDaniels. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Now DiVincenzo. Pass to McDaniels. Good D by Holmgren.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front the way they've been efficient offensively in this half and actually throughout the entire game.
Now, here is Robinson. Thompson for 3. New York missing again.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Back to George. From deep three-point land, it's rebounded by New York. DiVincenzo's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Robinson. New York moving it around. Robinson, a screen on Wagner. Deflects the pass. Nice move. And the layup is good. Wagner's got 12 points here in the second half. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Hornets.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
New York on D. After the basket by Franz Wagner. 6 on the shot clock. Here's George. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Hartenstein's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Draymond Green comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Alex Caruso in for Smart. Now here's Caruso. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. To the middle. Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
They really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Now, here's McDaniels. Hartenstein passes to Caruso. Green with a screen on Smith. The high post shot. And it comes off the front of the rim. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by DiVincenzo. Charlotte making a switch here. Pass to George. Here's the screen. Fires the 3. Connects from three-point range. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
McDaniels finds DiVincenzo. Simmons pulls it in. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Caruso, the pass to DiVincenzo. And he jams it with authority.
DiVincenzo's got major bounce now. This kid is a big-time leaper. He can play at the rim and above it, too.
Simmons, a screen on Caruso. Fires from the corner. It's rebounded by New York. Hartenstein's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's McDaniels, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Charlotte has gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Outside, George. Well, Clark, with the game becoming more global, some are saying the NBA should adopt some FIBA rules to more closely align the league. Any changes you'd welcome?
Well, you know, Kevin, with all the shooting that teams possess now, maybe the league can get away from the defensive 3-second rule. I mean, there's so much switching and interchanging of players. The offenses are usually so well spread out. I think you should just maybe abandon that particular rule. Throw those big guys a bone and let them park inside at their own peril.
And stolen by Caruso. The 3 for DiVincenzo. They kick it out to Green. Now here's Caruso. He's guarded closely. 5 to shoot. Here's McDaniels. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. McDaniels got 4 points this quarter.
Pretty impressive to see a young player like McDaniels have a sense of that shot clock as he's into his action there.
2 minutes. New York foul. Alex Caruso.
The first one falls.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. New York shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. McDaniels finds DiVincenzo. Back to McDaniel. To the inside. Here's Hartenstein, and the shot goes down. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds. 65. Caruso against Simmons. Outside, George. The three-pointer, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Hornets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag. And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Paul George.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And so it's Charlotte with it. Following the score by New York. Pass to Coward. And stolen by Caruso. Now here's Green. Goes back up. It's hauled in by Paul George. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Coward. Defended by DiVincenzo. Simmons, the bounce pass. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Shot clock at 6. To the left wing. There's the triple. Knocks down the three ball.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable.